for Ethiopia movement, we did not think it was going to spread the way we thought it would. Really. The Justice for Ethiopia movement was honestly, I'm going to be blunt with you guys, kind of a reaction movement at first, where we saw the red profile pictures changing. Red signifies blood, and we do not stand for blood for blood. Me and my friends gathered up quickly. We said, no, we're not going to let this happen. They are releasing fabricated history about our own, fabricated history about our Ethiopian past leaders. No, we are not going to stand by and condone that. Therefore, we started the Justice for Ethiopia movement, taking our profile pictures to be green, which is supposed to represent growth. We see green all over, right?
Yes.
That is growth for Ethiopia, for black voices to be heard all around the world. Because enough is enough. 2020 has brought a lot that we, I'm sure, never thought to sit back and think, oh, this would happen. I'm sure. I know for a fact, myself, I never thought I'd live in a time where we're becoming one of the largest parts of history for the generations to come. We've been faced with Corona. I'm sorry, I sound like I have the flu, but this is all the yelling. No, I don't. I'm all good. But we've been faced with the Corona. That's a big issue, right? A big issue. And then George Floyd. That was a much bigger issue. We didn't have people sitting at home. We had people coming out yelling about it. And then now we have the genocide that is going on in our own country by our own people, not by the white people, not by foreigners, but by our own.
Yes.
How can one turn on its own brother and sister and call itself human? A human being needs to have sympathy for those that sleep and eat next to him. I go to college with these students that now have turned to change their profile pictures to red. That is their solidarity against mine, against who I am. Ethiopia, my Ethiopia.
Yes.
They're going against my Ethiopia.
Yes.
And no, I will not stand by that. Therefore, the Justice for Ethiopia movement demands 10 things moving forward. First, we want an independent investigation of the murder of Hachalu and Desa. We want justice on that as well.
Yes.
Okay? Second, we want the stop of the genocide that is happening to Amhara people as well as the rest of Ethiopians
Yes.
that are fully innocent. Third, we demand for human rights organizations internationally to condemn and finally call out the ethnic genocide happening in Ethiopia. International organizations. Third, we want for extremists, mobs, terror groups standing outside of DC as we currently speak, roaming the streets in thousands and massive number, when they are holding on to lies, when they are the ones with blood all over their hands, killing others, killing our Ethiopians, killing black people, killing Rastafarians, killing African Americans that have chosen to live in Ethiopia and the land given to them by Haile Selassie. Fifth, we demand for the current Ethiopian government to hold extremist groups like Erro and their leader, Juwar Mohammed, accountable.
Yes.
Sixth, we demand for the current government to release all political prisoners that were unlawfully arrested. That does not, I repeat, include Juwar Mohammed, all these different terrorists, or rather innocent ones like Iskandar.
Yes.
Standing for Ethiopia as a whole, not Amhara, not different ethnic groups, but rather Ethiopia.
Yes.
Seven, we want an independent investigation surplus 240, that's been updated to 288 plus. People in Ethiopia, innocent people in Ethiopia, and the burning and looting of their businesses that they lived off of. We have mothers that had one small little cafe that helped provide for their families. Families that had houses that we cannot even, I assure you, we cannot even categorize as homes, as a home. If we looked at them, with their small little pieces of shelter being burnt down to the ground. We demand for an investigation to happen on that. 8, we want to ensure that local officials that assisted the extremists are held accountable. The Oromia police that have decided to turn their back on Ethiopia, that have decided to turn their back on the innocent Oromos that want nothing to do with murder. We demand for them to be held accountable. 9, we demand that we get ensured the security of the Oromo people in the Oromo region to protect innocent civilians and prepare for any ethnic motivated massacres by extremists. 10, we want to ensure that the Oromo region makes it a priority to rebuild communities and reimburse victims for their destroyed homes and businesses. You destroy something, you build it right back your damn self.
Yes!
You destroy something, you build it right back. Now Ethiopians will not stand back. Now Ethiopians will not have to rebuild something they did not destroy. They were killed. They were killed just for being Ethiopian, for saying Ethiopia first, ethnicity second, Ethiopia first. See, ethnicity is just a division of cultural groups. That's just what it is. It's not a definition of what a human being is. It does not change our skin color being black. You see how light skin I am? I claim myself fully black because I am fully black. I am fully black. My parents are black. My grandparents are black. My great-grandparents are black. It does not matter where I'm from. I'm black. We all share the same skin. So why is it okay for us to turn around and kill our own? Why? Why is it okay for one person to be murdered and the retribution to be the vengeance on innocent 288 plus Ethiopians?
Mm-hmm.
Why? So Ethiopians, I urge you, push your political views aside. Right now it's not about Abiy. We're not liking Abiy. Right now it's about innocent people being murdered. These people in the rural areas, they do not know anything about politics. They do not have a stance. They don't have time to worry about who's leading them. They don't. These people worry about.
That's why Egypt matters.
Exactly. So right now, we demand for people that have no touch, no connection with politics, for their lives to resume the same way it did over 30 years ago, when Ethiopia was unified, when we did not have ethnic division, when ethnic cleansing was not the main agenda, when ethnic division was never a part of our ideology. United we stand. 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 Divided we fall. Divided we fall. Ethiopia first. Ethiopia first. Ethiopia first. Ethiopia first. Ethiopia first. Ethiopia first. Ethnicity second. Ethnicity second. Humanity first. Humanity first. Because right now,
Yes!
right now, it is not just Ethiopians being murdered, my people. It is black people as a whole. just want peace. Peace. Unity. For black people to work together as a whole. For blacks to grow together hand in hand. Not just Ethiopia. We want our brothers and sisters from every black background to grow along with us. That is what we stand for. That is what Justice for Ethiopia stands for. Justice for Ethiopia.
Justice for Ethiopia. Justice for Ethiopia.
Justice for Ethiopia. Justice for Ethiopia. Peace for Ethiopia.
Peace for Ethiopia.
Peace for Ethiopia.
When we started, we had a lot of enemies. They told us that the people who came in the morning, they told us to shut up because they want to make it political. They told us, Oromo that, Amara that, because we would not say we care about Amaras, we care about Oromos, we care about everybody. They're scared of that.
Yes.
They're scared of that.
Yes.
We've gotten so many death threats. We have letters and letters people sending us. They'll kill our families just for saying we don't hate you for being Oromo.
Yes.
They want us to hate them. Let's not hate them. That's what they want. They went on the news. They talked about that Justice for Ethiopia being funded by Iskander. No, it's not. I'm not getting money. Is anybody else getting money? Nobody.
Nobody.
They told us we're being funded.
Yes.
And then the Iskander people said we're being funded by Abiy. No, we're not. Nobody's paying us. They can't realize. They don't think that nobody pays us. Every time we call for unity, they think we have some kind of agenda.
Yes.
And
Yes.
right now, Justice for Ethiopia, the reason we don't have a lot of people is because they sabotaged this.
Yes. Yes.
Information that was not true. They started leaking information that was not true. The reason there's a counter protest is because someone was hidden in our group and told them we've had this planned since day one. This was planned since day one. The Death Champions planned this. They told them we're planning it. That's why they're coming out. Imagine, they're scared of teenagers on iPhones. We were just talking on Instagram. Nobody was even making a plan. The more they made us angry, the more we started organizing.
Yes.
Talking on Snapchat about what we want to go out and help Ethiopia. If you're scared of that, you don't know what's coming for you. We have out-of-state students. They're organizing with us. We have people in Canada. We have people in Australia. When you go on the news, you will see them talking about us. They'll call us so many names on both sides. That's how you know that we got it to their core. They want us to pick a side. Because if you pick a side, then you're for ethnic federalism. You're for Amara, Oromo, Gurage. You're for that. The moment you say no to that, that's when the system falls.
Yes.
I'm scared of that.
Yes. We can. With your truth.
Yes, you've been oppressed, but not by your Amara neighbor. You've been oppressed by the government. Exactly. You've been looted by the government.
Yes.
They stole from you. We didn't steal from you. And that scared them because if they wake up to that, if those people, thousands of people wake up to that, then it's done for them. When they realize their enemy is not the Amara neighbor, the farmer who's just doing his job, or the Gurage man who's doing his business, when they realize the enemy is the face, it's the government. The government will have so many people, it's not just Oromo people, there's Amara Tigray, there's so many people benefiting off from this.
But they
The
need
moment
that.
you realize it's
They're
not about
supposed to
ethnicity,
be.
the moment they're scared. If they're scared of us when we weren't even official, now that we're official, imagine. They're going to be scared of us.
Yes.
We're going to have bigger
Because you are the truth.
international events. We're
Yes.
going to make sure we speak up for the 80 people that died in October, the 17 girls that went missing, that are being raped. Who knows if they're alive? We're
Yes.
not caring for only Amara. We're not caring for only Oromo. We're not caring for only Gurage. We're caring for every blood, for every life. If you're a good leader, no matter what ethnicity you are, be. You don't care about your ethnicity. What are your ideas? Are you going to call for the poor people? The Egypt, the dam that's being built. Let's make sure that goes for the poor people. Let's make sure the rich doesn't eat that shit too. Let's make sure of that. It's both. It's not our ethnicity. There are poor Oromos that are struggling. There are poor Tigrays that are struggling in Bekele that are not being heard. There are poor Oromos that are dying because these people have taken it to be an ethnicity issue when the real issue is poverty. When we got up tonight, they hated us. So let's organize. Let's be better. Today we might be 50, tomorrow we'll be 100.
More than
Tomorrow we'll be is not done. Within hours, we have thousands of people emailing us, asking us how they can help because they've been scared to speak up. But now when we're more, they can't touch us.
They cannot touch you.
They've tried. They sent us death threats. They told us over the phone they're going to do this and that. Trust me, we've gotten it. But why would you give someone death threat unless you actually are scared of them? If you have the truth, why would you try to kill that person? You just tell them this is the truth. They're scared of the truth.
Yes.
And I'm not just talking about
They're scared of the truth. That's why they kill
people.
people.
They're screaming Ethiopia, but they're killing people. They're scared of the truth. They're scared.
Yes.
That will kill them. That will slowly kill them. Trust me, what they have is not even a lot. There's thousands of people who are scared to come out today because we got death threats.
Yes.
They're scared. But when they know that we're alive, they're going to fall. Because the next generation is the new world order. We do not want to stand.
Not the next generation.
We want to stay the next Ethiopia. We want to grow Ethiopia. We're going back. And we're going to go back hard. And we're not going to pick and choose who we care about based on their ethnicity. Do you want Oromo to be a language? Great. We want that policy to be made. Stop killing people.
Yes.
That's all we're asking for. We're not saying you were never oppressed. You were oppressed by the government, not by the people. Other people were dying too. Different people were dying too. Kurdish people were dying too.
Yes.
It's not just you who was dying. Why can't you look at that? Nobody's against your movement. We're only against your killing and erasing of history.
Yes.
Meaning was Oromo. Who are you trying to fool? There's so many leaders who are Oromo that were great, that fought for Ethiopia. You are erasing your ancestors' history in the name of oppression.
They are not make them to learn. That's why the government they scared. That's why they kill people. They don't want to be the truth. They don't want to be the people know the truth.
And we know one thing. We do not believe in one leader. We believe in a constitution. We believe in America. We know what it is. It's a system. It's a system that's causing this. And they're scared that we finally found it. Before we were young, when our parents were coming here because they were rich, they've been discriminated back home. They lost their jobs. They came running here. They thought that we were never going to grow big and blue. We're here. And that this generation, one of us is going to lead the country, whether you like it or not one day.
Inshallah.
We're going to stand for one ethnicity.
Inshallah.
We want diversity. There's a rumor that we're not for diversity. We want diversity. We just don't want people to kill each other because of it.
Yes.
We love Oromo people. We love Amara people.
Yes.
We love Tigray people.
Yes.
We're not going to hate them.
Yes. The truth.
We're not gonna hate them. No more ethnic federalism. No more Oromo groups, Amara groups. How about groups that help the poor?
Yes.
How about groups that help women? How about groups that help children? That is what we care about.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your handle? Social media, what's there?
Oh, it's called Peace for Ethiopia and Justice for Ethiopia. We have Facebook. We're launching our website soon. Thank you guys.
Let people move. I do.
Yeah, big dogs, big man. Yeah, big man on it. He got big man on it.
Like, they spoke a lot about the things that I agree with.
You don't need it, to be honest.
When we first started this, just like she said, we just saw the lies that was being spread. We saw our people being degraded like animals. We saw our family back home being hurt. For example, for me, when I spoke out against this, I had my Instagram recorded. That went down. I created a new one. They leaked my parents' name. They leaked the house address. They tried to come and kill me and my family back home.
Yes.
My family in Hala, they're suffering right now. They're locked in their house with no food or water. That's why I'm here. That's why I take this so hard. It's real lives that's at risk. It's not just us. It's not just us. It's not people here. We shouldn't be scared. We are in America. Why are we scared of them? There are people back home dying with no help because they believe in Ethiopia. We are here in the United States. They can't do anything to us. We can defend ourselves. But there's people that are dying because they don't have the support they need. And my family is one of those people. That's why I take this serious. And that's why this movement for me, it means everything. I want this movement to grow. That's why I want everybody to come together. I'm sorry if I'm getting emotional. It's hard, you know.
No.
So I just want to say, I might be Amara, but I don't want the division. I know Ero does not represent all Oromo people.
Yes.
What I want is the good Oromos amongst us to stand up with us and voice
Yes.
and stand with us. We don't want division. I don't want division. Just because people that I know have been hurt does not mean I want people to divide. Ethiopia is one, will always be one. We survived 3,000 years, and we keep surviving for 3,000 more years.
Yes.
A lot of things for this movement is we don't want anybody to be left out. We don't want the Oromos killed to be left out. We want the truth to be spread. They think just because we say Ethiopia first that we want to deny the Oromo struggles. But we have to be clear what the Oromo struggle is. The Oromo struggle is not against the Amara farmer that's living in Arsi. It's not against the Gurage living. It's against the government. The government is the one that's doing the killing, not us.
Yes.
We have done nothing. The Amaras in Harar have never touched you. Ras Makone's statue has never.
Yes.
Why would you want to go to war with a statue? But look at the enemy, that's the government, and side with it. How can you forget, for the past 30 years, TPLF was the one that was arresting you and beating you. But today, you stand with TPLF to beat the same people that you stood with to overthrow TPLF. TPLF did not fall because of one individual. TPLF fell because we all stood together. And how we can overcome this is to stand together, as we always have. Long live Ethiopia, that's all I want to say.
Anybody else want to speak? Yeah?
Businesses kill Katie Afro, kill us Sarah Wakam because they didn't do anything wrong. Because they represented us. They spoke for our country. There are millions of people, Ethiopians that are back home that have done nothing wrong. My family is back home and I have to be worried because they might be killed because they're not supporting this bad movement. They're burning out schools. They're killing children who have no idea. I saw a video where a mother was telling her baby son to say, kill nothing else, kill Amaras. The kid didn't even know anything. Like, they're poisoning children, they're poisoning our people, and they're killing us. And this is not right. We have a country to go back to. Ethiopia is ours. We have a family. You cannot sit here and say, kill this, kill that. You have a life here, yes. But you cannot sit here and say, kill these people. You have no right to do that. We have families back home. We have a life back home. And I saw a petition being signed saying for the U.S. government to stop funding Ethiopia. It's like, Oromo people live there too. Their children live there. If they stop funding for Ethiopia, they stop funding for Oromo. So I don't know how they're even thinking this.
That's how you know it's outside funding. But we
Exactly.
want to stop Ethiopia
The
funding.
diasporas that are sitting here are saying stop funding. There are people. Those people who are fighting for you. Those people who are even killing. They're Ethiopians. They need funding. Ethiopia is a poor country. It's in poverty. We need to help it, not destroy it even more. We need to stand for it. We need to help it because our families are
correct what she just said, actually. It's so crazy to me how we're sitting here in the Western world thinking it's okay to condone for violence. How are you sitting here in the comfort of your own home when you know you have the United States police to guarantee your safety, but yelling for violence to be held on your own people? Asking for war to go down? Asking for mass murder to take place from the comfort of your own homes? The United States? Europe? And then, like Beatty, my friend Beatty just said, every time you try to speak up, they try to shoot death threats at you. The moment we started Justice for Ethiopia, I promise you, we can leak screenshots of that too. My cousin over here, Azaria. Me, Beatty, Ozzy, we've literally been getting, so many more others, we've been getting death threats. Literally death threats. My father has always been attacked for the fact that he was Amara and a businessman, successful. But no, they don't like that. He pays way more tax than any other person does from any other ethnic group. Strictly because he's from an Amara region. Why? What has he done to the government? They spoke for the truth. They talked about Ethiopia. Everything she said was correct. The truth is powerful. Very powerful, and it scares a lot of people. Like we said, this is being heavily funded. This is government we're yelling against. She explained it earlier. We've literally had the media talk about us, about Justice for Ethiopia, saying that we're representing a political party, that we have a back agenda, that we're being paid. I did not get a cent in my name. She did not get a cent in her name. I don't remember my bank account growing from how it was 2 weeks ago. Probably more. Funding it on different things that we had to set up. I'm confused. Where is the funding coming from? And no, we do not want funding. We are not about money. We are about justice. Our movement is not about money. Families are being killed. Family members are being killed. My house in Ethiopia was destroyed. My family's house. Just off of the basis of that area being heavily Amara populated. I have family members that we haven't heard back from in Shashamane. A whole family. 2 families. But no, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about one Hachalu. We're not saying don't talk about him. That's number 1 on our agenda list. Talk about him. Expose the truth. Let's talk. Let's get an investigation as to who really killed him. We're not saying his life doesn't matter. Just that his life does not matter any more than the 288 plus people that were killed.
Yes.
He is nobody. If we're sitting here comparing status, we're sitting here holding his musician status to, in a way, evaluate his life being more important than the 288 plus. We are not human anymore.
And he was Ethiopian first.
He was Ethiopian first.
Oromo and Ethiopian.
Thank you.
That's what we want.
This man was Ethiopian first.
We're saying stop killing other people of different ethnicities.
Yes.
He was proud Oromo. We loved being Oromo and we loved him for that. But he also loved being Ethiopian and they hated him for that.
And yet, he was killed. And now, the same people. It's funny to me, because I've seen all these Oromo extremists claiming they're talking about Hachalu right now. I've seen the moment that interview of his was released, where he talked about being Ethiopian first. I've seen how they've trashed him over social media, saying, oh, he does not represent the Oromo community. Oh, he does not represent the Kero movement. Yet, now you use his name to commit mass murder.
Yes.
You use his name to cover for the sins you're now committing. You use his name, the same name that you decided to deny, that you decided to cut off, just out of the basis that he said he was Ethiopian. That same name, now you want to claim, now you want to stand by saying you're mass murdering
Divided we fall.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
United we stand.
Divided we fall.
Simple. Divided we fall. What nation have we seen break apart and make it into success? What? Please name one for me.
Ethiopia.
Divided? No.
No.
United, yes. Ethiopia was great because we were united.
Yes.
But what nation have we seen that was divided but worked? None. Because division is the root enemy for growth, for peace, and unity. My Ethiopian people, this was a small turnout as to what she said. Watch, this was day one. And all of this happened, by the way, because like we explained earlier, there was a person in between us, a mole, that was working for both sides, leaking our information, telling our names. My name is not currently, I promised you. I said I'm Orthodox, Xavier Masakareno.
Oui.
I'm telling you, my name was literally out there. For every, in restaurants being talked about, saying we have to study her background, who is her family. Just because I spoke about the truth. Just because I said I want justice for 288 plus people that got killed. Now my name is out there as some political wannabe leader. No, I do not want to get into politics. I want to get into human rights. Let's talk human rights. My next agenda, our next agenda, is to talk about the over 120 children in Ethiopia that were raped. Yes, over 120 children were raped in Ethiopia. So over 66 little boys were raped in Ethiopia by men. That is the generation we've come to. That is what we're trying to speak about. Justice for Ethiopia represents humanity. Humanity rights is simple. Let's not get it twisted. No, we're not getting funded. No, we don't want to get funded. We are a non-profit organization that yells for justice. No, we're not going to be shut down because you don't like the truth. You don't like the truth? Then deal with it. You're lying going on the streets, roaming the streets in thousands. We're speaking the truth, and look how small the truth is, because that's sensitive. Nobody wants to talk truth, no? We want to the morning people, they wanted to talk Abi. Great, we're going to support our leader. If we're going to support him, though, we want answers. We want support for our people. Continue funding our people. Continue making sure that the safety of our people is guaranteed. Then we'll stand next to you.
Yes.
Then we'll stand saying Abi. It's not about Abi now. No. It's not about Abi. It's not about an individual. It's about the lives of Ethiopians. It's about Ethiopia. Ethiopia. Get it through your head. It's not this or that or yin or yang. It's literally Ethiopia. It doesn't have different language to it. Doesn't have different divisions to what we're saying. Just Ethiopia. What is so difficult about the Black lives? What is so difficult about that? Black lives matter. Ethiopian lives matter.
Yes.
Black lives matter. Ethiopian lives matter. Black lives matter. Ethiopian lives matter. It's simple. So no, you're not going to silence us. By the way, today, I'm sure you've seen it all over social media where people were posting saying, we're not going to have the protest anymore. You know why that happened? Because we were scared. Or no, not we. A couple of people, they were scared that the arrows would cause violence.
Yes.
They did.
Yes.
They did, by the way. They did. They looted. There's a car that just got towed fully because they just went ahead and destroyed it. Right down here. They did. But we're not going to let that stop us. We, as the Ethiopian community, will work together. To the point where we're strong enough where they try to attack somebody's vehicle or their properties, where we're strong enough that we'll fund it back. When Ethiopian hurt, we're all hurt. So we'll back it up. We'll fund for that to get recovered. You stand for the truth, we stand for you. You stand for Ethiopia, I stand with you. She stands with you. Justice for Ethiopia stands with you. This division that has come within us has to disappear. It has to disappear. I can't be threatened for speaking the truth. He can't have his family threatened for speaking the truth. I promise you, I lied to you not. This man has been straight up posting everything that's been going on with the Amhara community. And you know what people decided to make it about? Oh, it's not about Amaras. Amaras are not the only one.
Yes.
Amara lives matter.
Yes.
Tigray lives matter.
Yes.
Gurage lives matter. Devil lives matter.
Yes.
We're saying Ethiopia lives matter.
Yes.
Ethiopia lives matter.
Ethiopia lives matter.
And if people have an issue with them, well, I guess you're gonna have to deal with it. I guess you're gonna have to deal with it. Because we've dealt with it for a while now. We've been closing our mouths for a while now. Not to offend our Oromo friends, Kero, supporting Kero. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. I had a friend, college, I promise you. On Ottawa Day, we were posting, me and my friends were posting saying, Ottawa, it was Ottawa Day on our social media. And he had the audacity to say F Ottawa. Why? Said it, Ottawa does not represent it. Why? Was he not a part of Ethiopia?
Oromos were fighting for us.
Oromos are fighting for us.
They were too.
With us during the war. Abba Jafar, if you don't know the history, he was the only one that rebelled against that. The same man, by the way, that sold Oromo slaves.
Yes.
Same man that sold Oromo slaves. Abba Jafar had the audacity to stand back saying, no, I'm not going to fight for Ethiopia. And now we're going to sit here talking about Ethiopia. Yes? Yes. So Oromos had our back during this war, yet because of this one man and what he did and his legacy continuing to cause hatred between the Ethiopian community, all of a sudden they don't want to say Ottawa, the biggest day in African history. Not just Ethiopian, African history. Because that's the day the one country left was not colonized. Ethiopia is the pride and joy of black people all around the world. Why? Because we have shown black supremacy. We have shown that blacks do not need the Europeans, the Westerns. We did not need them to win the war. We won it at the power of black hands. And if you're not going to be proud of that, do not claim the Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes.
No. You are not going to be proud of the one black country, the African country, that has been the pride and joy because it was never colonized, and claim that you stand with the Black Lives Matter movement. No. That is hypocrisy right there. No, we do not take that. Do not deem down the struggles they went to and say you've been oppressed. Where? History, please. Check, please. Yeah. When they come in with a proof that wasn't written by one of theirs 10 years ago at a Harvard University off of a fake PhD, then you come up to me. When you tell me my kings have really sat there dividing people and killing Oromo specifically, with proof, tell me. Oh, they said, I have one comment. One person DM me saying, oh, we've lived through it. We've lived through it. Lived through what? Are you a vampire that lived 300 years? That's what I told you. You lived 300 years to sit down and watch the struggle that many people through? You lived through it? Where? When? Exactly. No response. We have the truth, they don't. So don't be tired of the truth. This is a struggle, it's a long way, because you can't make change simply overnight. No. It took Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, so many more black activists fighting, both dying.
Yes.
Both died. Kennedy standing up for black people, him getting shot down for standing up for black people. It took all of that. And yet we're still standing here today. Standing, talking about Black Lives Still Matter. Wake up. Yet they want to shut that down as well. So no, we're not going to let that happen. Ethiopia matters. United we stand. United we stand.
Divided we fall.
United we stand.
We divided we fall.
Ethiopia we name.
እኔ ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ።
Ethiopia we name.
እኔ ኢትዮጵያዊ ነኝ። ማንም አይነጥለኝም። ማንም አይነጥለኝም። ኢትዮጵያ አንደኛ ዛሬ ሁለተኛ። ኢትዮጵያ አንደኛ ዛሬ ሁለተኛ። ኢትዮጵያ ፈርስት ዲቪዥን ሰከንድ።
So let me tell you, we'll never be divided.
I'm Amara, I'm Gurage, I'm Tigray. We're all mixed. Let's be all pure. I don't care what they talk
Yeah, they
about.
will
Let's
talk
be
about it.
all mixed.
Yes! So here is to the beginning of a one Ethiopia, where political stand by the youth, for the
It's
youth.
our organization.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna touch it. No adults for their political stuff.
Nope.
We don't care about Abi or any other political person that's gonna come and try to take this. No, this is for the youth, by the youth. Yeah, just how one is. Yeah, you know. They saw what they're doing. We spoke to them when the internet was back on. They saw. They want us to continue this. This is for the youth. Let us know. Amara Blanani, the people. Yeah, just how one is. They're being killed every time.
Yes.
It's always them that end up dying. I'm not talking about ethnicity. I'm talking about street kids. Street kids that are being killed. So this is for them. And if it's big enough, we can become an international organization. This can be worldwide. Here and here. Why do you for the youth?
Woo!
Anytime you feel an Oromo person who speak up. Anytime you feel a Fulani person who speak up. And that's when you realize they don't care about those people. They don't care about the Amara.
Yes.
They would have been crying about the They would have been crying about the Oromo that together bombed them.
Yes.
They don't care about them. They don't care about us. Even those people that are saying I'm Amara but killing other Amaras, they don't care. This is not about ethnicity. This is about deeper than that. And we realize that.
Yes.
There are Oromo students who fight for the space. We're all one, and that's what scares them. And that's why we'll continue just to bring them back. I promise you, when we started, it was kind of like a joke. It was like, okay, let's just talk about Ethiopia. Let's just make sure we told our reactions to their right. And then the more they hated us, the more we got death threats. And I'm not talking about death threats from 14, 15 years old. I'm talking about older people that are being paid.
Yes.
When they started getting angry, that's when we were like, let's make this real. You want to fight? We're going to fight.
There are the people.
Yes.
We'll fight with education.
They need unity. There are the
We'll
people.
fight with education. We'll fight with unity. We'll fight with the basis of peace.
They selling us.
The truth and truth only. You don't like it, you're gonna live with it.
Yes.
You're going to accept it because the truth always wins. Yes, it's been oppressed. Yes, it's been shut down for a long time.
Yes.
But we will bring it back.
There's a reason all of us are like, we don't have history because they erased our history. There's so many great Oromo leaders that did so many things for Ethiopia. There's so many Tigray leaders that fought for Ethiopia. There's so many Amara leaders that fought for Ethiopia. But they're erasing it. Because when you erase a history, you're telling that person, hey, you don't exist in history. Look, this is what they did to the Jews. They were like, you don't exist. The Jews are the reason this is happening. Rwanda, they did them. The reason you're not great is because of the other tribe. When really all tribes were fighting. There are great Oromo people. We're not denying that.
Yes. Yes.
We're saying that you're erasing your own ancestors' history. When you talk about oppression that never existed in the Middle era, when there was no time, when you talk about oppression, talk about the 30 years where poverty was eating our people alive. Yes, we're fighting against that. 2013, 16, when Ivy came in, Amara was fighting with you, Nadia was fighting with you, because we agreed the system was the problem. Now you're killing the same people that were
Yes.
fighting with you.
Yes. Yes.
You're fighting not against the system, tell the truth. You're fighting against innocent people. You hate them. For some reason, you hate innocent people. Amara, Gurage, and Oromos do not agree with you. They're people. And I just want to say thank you to the Oromo people who hide our children. My aunt's children were hidden. My friend was telling me that her aunt's children were hidden by Oromo people. They hid them. So the extremists don't kill them. I want to say thank you to those people. Because those people chose their humanity. They love their being Oromo, but they didn't. That's what should matter. All these big pages that talk about Abisha lives. We're not Bulgari. Where were you when all of us are dying? When we told you, did you post about this? None of you said anything. Because they took that dumb so much. All those people who are saying we're Ethiopia, walking for Black lives, all of you talking about I'm not picking sides. This is not a side issue. This is humanity. I don't care what politics you care about. If people are dying and you fight, then you're for it. Everyone who says stay silent, all of you friends, you know what I'm talking about. Everyone who stays silent, we make a comment. You know what they told me? Oh, we don't want to pick sides. How's that a side?
How's that side?
When one person died, you do blackout Tuesdays and all that bullshit. but not when 249 people died. About Habesha pages making Habesha comedy jokes when our grandparents are being slaughtered, talking about our parents. Stop using Ethiopia culture if you're not going to stand for Ethiopia blood. Stop it. Stop following.
Salam Central. We're speaking to you. Salam Central. We're speaking to you. Habesha Time. We're speaking to you.
Stop posting it.
All these Habesha pages. Don't claim Habesha if you're not going to stand for the Habesha blood that is spilling. Stop claiming your Habesha. Stop claiming that you're going to stand for the culture. When you don't want to talk about us, when we're down, when we're at our worst times, they blacked out, by the way. They did Blackout Tuesday. Alongside with the rest of the world, when George Floyd died. We all did that. But where's your voice now? When one man died, that's not even from your own land. You go ahead to do that.
Yes.
Just off of the basis of him being black. What about the basis of him being Ethiopian? What about the basis of 288 plus people dying? Where's your voice now?
Yes.
Where's your voice now?
Now it is the time.
Where is your voice now? No, we're not.
Tell them it's about the people. And if they disagree
About
with
the
that,
people,
then they're
for the
monsters.
people, by the youth, for the youth. The youth is the future. You don't like it, you will like it. We will make you like it. We'll make you like it. Salam Central. Habesha Time. Wake up. We're not listening to your comedies right now. No, we're mourning. You're not listening to Teddy Afro music right now? Yeah. Because would you listen to that at a funeral? Would you listen to music at a funeral? That is what I name. I don't gotta know him for dying. I don't gotta know her for getting slaughtered. No. She is Ethiopia self. He's Ethiopia self. Ethiopians, therefore, I will cry right now. No, it will not be pretty. I will be crying for my people. Crying. Yelling. So I don't want to see Iskandar die. I don't want to wait till he dies. I will yell now. So he gets released now. I'm not going to sit down and wait and watch a hero of Ethiopia that's yelled, talked about Ethiopia until he gets slaughtered to death. He got beaten at the prisons. Did we talk about that? Did we talk about that?
No.
Justice for Ethiopia, right? Justice for Oromo, right? Did you talk about that? No. I guess and as long as that person is Oromo,
Being killed and in prison, speaking out.
right?
They did something wrong, we agree. They should be arrested.
Because Iskandar is an older version of us right now. You understand me? He's an older version of us. We're standing here yelling about justice. You're standing here yelling about justice. You can't be against Iskandar. You're standing here talking about you want Ethiopia. You can't be against Iskandar. Because you're talking about against us. Because that's us right now. You see, we haven't become official yet. Everybody hasn't known us yet. That's why we're not in prison. That's why we're not. That's the only reason why we're not in prison. By the way, like we said, they've tried us. They've tried us. Just because we tried to work with people that yesterday that were yelling, saying, Iskandar Fatah, release Iskandar. The truth behind Ethiopia's doing come out. My face was up there on social media. All of a sudden, I'm against Ethiopia being one. What?
No.
When did I say that? Where? All I'm yelling was for unity in Ethiopia, peace in Ethiopia. But no, that one sentence I said, that one comment I said about a true Ethiopian hero, all of a sudden gets miscommunicated for me to not be Ethiopian. For me to not want peace. I want peace the right way. I want peace the right way. Not the way where it's covered up, but we're like, oh my God, Abi. No. Abi, you're doing a lot. You arrested Joel. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. I don't want you to arrest him for 2 weeks and release him. No, that's not justice. That's just calming down the flame. That's it. You're just watering it down. But guess what?
Brush it only.
That's all they're doing. Just water, a little bit of water. And then you're not done. I'm not stopping. You release Joel tomorrow. Trust me, I'm standing here every single day. Every single day. No, I'm not letting a terrorist out onto my people. No. His words are getting my people killed. Therefore, I stand against Joel. I stand against Bakara. This is simple. You care about human
They
rights.
have to call by name, not by
name.
number.
We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Not by
We're
number.
not going to sugarcoat
They have
it.
to call by name.
You know what's going on?
What am I
We're
about?
going to speak about it.
Tell them I know.
Therefore, like we said, we're going to keep going. This is step back and remember them. We need a whole event remembering them. See their faces. We saw Hachalu Ndesa's face everywhere, plastered everywhere, right? Because he died, and we mourn that. We don't advocate for anybody to die. But now I will not go by for those 288 people to go by unknown. Who are they?
Yes,
Who
yes,
are they?
that
Let me
is
see their
the-
faces. Let me sympathize
That
for
is
them.
the question.
All covered. Yep, 17 girls. Where are they? Probably
don't
getting
know.
raped. 100-something children. Where are they? Getting raped. Speak up for what's right. Speak up for humanity. If you don't, back down. Back down. Don't talk about Ethiopia. Don't talk about Ethiopia. Do not sugarcoat it. Thank you. Flags. Yes, ma'am. Yup. Ethiopia. Ethiopia. One term, very powerful. Powerful enough for every enemy to want to come destroy us. Every enemy from every corner of the world coming to destroy us. But we will not stand by any longer. The youth has woken up. We have woken up. And we will not stand by one day. We have to take military training. I promise you I will be first one to go. Safe touch, I said
I'll follow you.
I will, yes ma'am. First, I will be first one in line. I will go in. If I have to do that, I gotta know. I'm not gonna sit back watching Leila Soy Falamili. So thank you everybody for coming out. We really, really do
The last
appreciate
one,
you.
you have to.
Next week, we'll release it all over social media, Facebook, Instagram. We'll release the details. Next week, we'll be holding a candlelight ceremony for the innocent lives that were lost. Okay? And when it'll be busy as well. Okay? So we'll release all the details. We created an official Facebook page, Justice for Ethiopia, and a website and an Instagram page there for you guys. We'll be releasing information on there. On that note, thank you all for coming out. This shows Ethiopia's power.
Thank you.
It's one Ethiopia forever. Justice for Ethiopia. ለኢትዮጵያ ፍትህ፣ ለኢትዮጵያ ፍትህ። Justice for Ethiopia.
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 ፍትህ ለኢትዮጵያ።
ፍትህ ለኢትዮጵያ።
ፍትህ ለሀገራችን።
ፍትህ ለሀገራችን።
ፍትህ ለኢትዮጵያ።
ፍትህ ለኢትዮጵያ።
Justice for Ethiopia.
Justice for Ethiopia.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.